It's Cake.
And Whimsy.
The base of many of our recipes comes down to coconut milk. You know what the problem with coconut milk is when you buy it in a store? Not all of them, but most of them have a bunch of additives that don't need to be there to thicken it.
I'm gonna stop you right there. Stop buying coconut milk at stores! It's really easy to make!
All you need is water and coconut flakes.
And a source of heat. That's not really a source of heat, it's a result of a source of heat.
Yeah, it's very hot.
Boiling water.
Don't touch the pot.
So, here's the thing. Take one of these, which currently is 2.5 cups, but essentially you want 1 cup of shredded coconut for every 2 cups of water. Open it up, dump it in,
That's a lot of coconut.
pour that water in. Woohoo!
As you can see from the steam, we did boil it first. I'm gonna step away so I don't get splashed with hot liquid.
Pop a cover on that puppy. Important safety fact, hot liquid can burn. Important safety fact number 2, if you put your cover on here, all these blenders come with a little cover on the top, you're gonna explode your blender. It's gonna be epic and everyone's gonna get dirty. There's a lot of pressure building up in here, so you need to make sure that you don't do this in a plastic blender first off, and second off, keep the cover off. I put a little safety paper towel over the top of it just to make sure that it's got room to breathe. Because I filled it up pretty high. I like my milk. Alright, you're going to start off at slow speed and build your way all the way up to the highest speed you can with, for what you're doing. Here we go.
So about how long would you say you do that for, Dan? How do they know when it's done?
So, most people recommend you don't run your blender continuously for longer than a minute. So, I would do 2 cycles of 1 minute apiece, and then you're pretty well blended. Next up, take that lid off and get yourself a strainer of some sort. This can be cheesecloth, this can be just, we got these at the dollar store. So, essentially a big one because you've got a lot of volume you're working with here. But let's take this. Okay, now, pro tip. It's nearly impossible to do this without spilling. So, just be accepting of life's little messes. Maybe have some of this handy. These have a nice little brace right here, so you can pop them right on top without needing an extra set of hands. See what I meant about drippings?
So much coconut milk wasted.
Alright, so get yourself your extra large spoon and just start pressing down. That's it.
This is great when you have a cheesecloth or a nut bag because you can just squeeze it and bring it without worrying about popping any parts off.
I've tried this with a cheesecloth, and I will tell you that it tends to be a lot more cumbersome. I have plenty of cheesecloth. I don't use cheesecloth because it gets very hot. So when you're trying to squeeze this out of a cheesecloth, you better be wearing some silicone gloves. And at some point, it just gets into this mushy, icky mess. So instead, just do this. Press it until it looks like, press it until when you press down, you don't see that anymore. And usually I just keep moving from the sides here until I put new stuff in the middle. And I feel like either I'm bored or I've gotten what I'm going to get out of that batch. Pro tip number, 7 or 8 at this point. You can save this for whatever recipe you're about to do. it's perfectly good coconut flakes, maybe for macaroons or something. You've just removed basically some of the fat from it. So feel free to save this. Don't keep it in your fridge for a long time, but if you use it in a recipe right away, you're good to go. When you're done with that one, pop it inside a waste receptacle bowl. Do it again. It's probably going to take you just 2 or 3 runs of this to get a full thing of probably, I'm going to say about 4 or 5 cups of coconut milk. And then you can do whatever you want for that coconut milk. Now, we're not generally using it to do a lot of drinking, but we do use it to make, if we make milkshakes, we use it. We use it to do a ton of recipes. Ice cream. We use it to make ice cream a lot.
That is the primary function it serves, ice cream.
Jess does consider any coconut milk that is made that is not turned into ice cream to be a savage waste of coconut milk, but...
Well, we do curries and things too, but this one comes out very smooth compared to the stuff that you buy at the store as well, which is nice.
So, you're at, I don't know, this thing might have a measuring thing on it. Nope, it doesn't, just some debris. So, I would say you're at 4 to 5 cups of coconut milk right here. And it took us probably 8 minutes. That ain't bad. Hey Jess,
Hey Dan,
look at what we made.
that's pretty awesome looking.
That's some pretty fine looking coconut milk.
If you're enjoying this channel and these videos and these tips and fun things to do, maybe hit like and subscribe.
I mean, 15 hot tips in one video. That was pretty cool. I mean, I was counting, sort of. And now, let's frost the cake.